Hey folks, Chris here from A Colorado Hunter's Life. Today, well, wandering around, got myself a nice rabbit. It's not yours. Nice try. Got myself a nice rabbit. Lead him. And I figured I'd take a minute and show you how I skin rabbits. Maybe for the person who's never hunted before, the novice hunter, you get yourself some rabbits, want to learn how. Maybe for the person in a survival situation, want to garner some information on how to skin a rabbit and clean it and ready for human consumption. A couple things you're going to need. A knife. I've got a little scalpel here I carry in my pack with some blades. It's just super sharp. I've got a hunting knife too. Both equal work, but I like using my scalpel on the smaller stuff. So let's get rolling. First thing you want to do is open your bunny up. Now I'm going to skin this guy in one piece. I'm going to start on the back side here, on the back leg. You can see that. Now I'm going to make an incision straight across all the way up to the other back leg. So imagine you're just cutting across the back legs, one incision. Then I'm going to cut around the legs, around the tops, so that's free, and then I'm going to work that skin forward until it's up near the head. Once it's up near the head, then we'll just cut the head off. Let's get to work. Now rabbit, if you're not aware, is really, really good meat for you. There's not a lot of fat on them. It's super lean. It's a great, great meat. One thing to know about rabbit is that the skin peels super easy. I mean, you only have to make like one cut. Get your nose out of here. You're good, I might give you a piece. You only have to make one cut. Once you make one cut, you can kind of just peel the fur off. I try to get it off in one piece. Sometimes it tears a little bit. Sometimes the meat sticks to it. And if you do get a rabbit, one thing you want to do is skin them warm. When they're warm, the pelt comes off a lot easier. This one's a little bit cold. He's still warm. I stopped and did some hunting after I shot him. You're trying to save the pelt for some project or something. At this point in time, you want to go a little bit slower than I'm going, just because the pelt tends to tear easy. So now that I've gotten up to the tail, I don't need the tail. You can save it if you want. It'll just skin right off. But I'm going to cut it off anyway. So I'm just going to separate those bones with my knife. Break it free. So if you can see that, I've peeled off the back. You got the nice meat right there. Peeled it off. You can see it's moving forward. Now I'm just going to skin it forward like a glove. Get your nose out of here. Occasionally you may have to stop and just kind of nick at the fascia a little bit with your knife. See where I shot him there. I always prefer headshots on rabbits, but it looks like I was a little low. Once you get to the forelegs, you just peel the fur forward, and then just snap the bone. Just break the bone, cut it with your knife. Same thing. Get your nose out of there. Just break the bone. All I've done is broken the bone. And maybe get yourself a Lucky Rabbit's foot for something later. I don't know. Believe in that type of thing. Once you get up to the head, there's no need to keep the head. Although if you're in a survival situation, you know, I would eat every bit of this rabbit. I'd eat the brains. I'd eat all the meat off of it that I could. Get every ounce of meat. So there's the pelt. Okay, one skinned rabbit, a little bit of snow on it. One pelt. Same thing on the back legs. Just break the bones. Cut the feet off. That one's being a little stubborner. Get. Alright, got all our feet off. Now, all we got to do is gut the rabbit. Now this one, you can see the bullet was a little bit far forward, or a little far back, and got the guts here. So you don't want to keep any of that. Any meat that's got the guts on it or anything like that, that's not good for you. You don't want that meat. You could get yourself seriously hurt or sick from getting some intestines and some stuff in it. So I'll probably cut that off, that entire piece off of my rabbit here. Just because I don't want to get sick. So I cut the rabbit open. You can reach up through here, cut him open, grab your heart and your lungs, and tear them out, and they'll come through with the trachea. Keep working back. What I like to do with my rabbits is I like to take my knife and actually split the pelvic bone, and then just get all the innards out of there. That'd be your, your lower intestine. So with that, we got the guts out. I'm gonna examine it here a little bit. Make sure I got all that. There's a little bit more gut on there I want to get off. Trim that away. I don't want that near my meat. That's it. What I'd encourage you now to do is, now that we've got a clean rabbit, or a skinned rabbit, is clean it off. If you got some running water, some clean water, wash it off, get all that nastiness off of there, and then you can go ahead and find some way to keep him cool until you cook him up, whether that's put him over a fire right now on a spit or whatever you want. But that's how I clean my rabbits. Again, I'm Chris from A Colorado Hunter's Life. This little guy over here is Bo. He's a Catahoula leopard dog. You can find both of us over at www.coloradohunterslife.com. We'll see you next time.